Hello everyone and welcome to this question again on the subject of instruments. So can anyone learn an instrument? What is the biggest factor that inhibits people from mastering an instrument in your experience? So first of all, I believe that yes, anyone really can learn an instrument. Obviously there's certain factors like people that have been paralysed and things like that. That's obviously a physical hindrance there. But again, I've read certain case studies where I think it was a gentleman that had suffered from a stroke, if I remember correctly. It would help if I remembered even what book it was in. But he'd suffered from a stroke and was paralysed. Or it could have been even worse. I think he might have just been I think he might have been paralysed. It could have been definitely upper body at least. And he was receiving music therapy sessions, and one time he managed to move his arm, and he indicated at I think it was the guitar that the therapist was playing, and was trying to strum the strings on it. So magical things happen with music is one massive takeaway from that. But also, with the correct rehabilitation, not in every case, but in some cases, it could lead to being on the right track to be able to play an instrument. But going back to people who are physically able, or at least with minor disabilities that don't stop them completely from playing instruments, the biggest factor some people, have got that inhibits them from mastering an instrument, or just even picking up an instrument, to be honest, is the negative memories they may have associated with music. I've heard lots of stories about, and I've mentioned one before with my music teacher, whose brass teacher used to stand on her chest as a child to make her breathe properly through the instrument. So luckily she carried on as a teacher, well, as a musician for a start. But that for some people would have been the last straw. That would have been, such negative memories that they wouldn't have been able to do it again. So their music teacher, perhaps a family member, if they've had negative comments from family members, music's rubbish, why are you doing music, it won't lead to a career, etc, etc, forgetting that music can actually just be a hobby. It doesn't need to be your career. You can just pick it up as a hobby. It's like slandering someone for going fishing or playing football. It makes no sense. People should just be able to do it for a hobby, right? So negative because of that. Not being as good as their siblings or their peers might have put them off. They might find it boring because they've been taught it by a system that's clearly not a one-size-fits-all, but they deem it as that. And it's a very traditional method that a lot of people get taught in schools. And that leads children to not actually liking music. If they're sat in a classroom and it's like the most boring lesson they've ever had, are they going to want to continue it? Probably not. Do you blame them? Not really. So it's those sort of things, negative experiences. It's like again, going back to football. If you were playing football and someone kicked a football at your head, would you want to play it again? Probably not. If you fell off your boat whilst you were fishing, would you want to go again? Probably not. There's those sort of things. Some things are funnier than others, I guess. You can laugh about it and get back on your feet. It depends what sort of person you are. But negative comments can always hurt people. So those are the sort of things we try to avoid in music. I try not doing negative comments at all. I try doing the next time you could try, or maybe play it like this time. And things like that. Try and make music good for everyone, really. So, yeah. But aside from that, people are capable of playing instruments. I've managed to... I work with lots of people that have had no experience with music before coming to me, and they're now on their way of learning piano, mostly. So it is possible. You've just got to have your heart in the right place. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question. Any other things, please do comment below. But thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.